Have you ever felt an emptiness you can't explain? A whisper inside you saying there's something more, something calling you, but you can't quite decipher it? Stay with me, because today we're going to unravel a secret that Carl Jung, one of the deepest minds in psychology, discovered about the human soul. This isn't just any theory, it's not a cheap self-help trick. It's a truth that can forever change how you see your life, your relationships, and above all, yourself. So take a deep breath, because what you're about to hear could be the start of something big. Are you ready to find out what's calling you? Carl Jung was an ordinary man. He looked beyond the surface, beyond the masks we all wear, and dove into the depths of the human unconscious. What he found there wasn't just fascinating, it was transformative. He said that inside each of us is a true path, a unique purpose, not found in the noise of the outside world, but in that silent, mysterious place within you. Have you ever wondered why sometimes you feel like something doesn't fit? Maybe you're in a job that pays the bills, but leaves you empty at the end of the day. Or in a relationship that looks perfect on Instagram, but deep down makes you question who you really are. Jung would say that feeling isn't a mistake, it's a signal. It's your unconscious shouting that there's something bigger waiting for you. Think about this for a second. How many times have you ignored that little voice inside, that intuition saying, this isn't right, or you deserve more? Maybe it was when you met someone who dazzled you at first, but over time started draining you, making you feel small. Or when you made a decision because everyone around you said it was the right thing, but something inside resisted. Jung taught us those aren't coincidences. They're messages from the unconscious. It's the part of you that knows more than your conscious mind can grasp. Here's the thing. The unconscious doesn't speak in clear words like, hey, quit that job, or end that relationship. Number, it communicates through symbols, emotions, that gut feeling you can't ignore. Have you ever felt it? Of course you have. We all have. The question is, what do you do with it? Imagine you're walking through life and suddenly hit a crossroads. To your left is a bright path, full of lights with people saying, come this way. This is the safe path, the stable job, the relationship that works in theory, the life everyone applauds. To your right is a dark path, shrouded in mist. A bit scary, but for some reason it draws you. What do? Most choose the safe, the familiar. But Jung would say the real growth, the path to your authenticity, lies in that mysterious path. Why? Because that's where you face your fears, your doubts, and what he called the shadow. The shadow is one of Jung's most powerful ideas. And if I can be honest with you, it's also one of the most unsettling. It's that part of you that you hide, repress, don't want anyone to see. Maybe it's your anger, your insecurity, that fear of not being enough. We all have a shadow, and here's the secret. It doesn't go away just because you ignore it. In fact, the more you push it down, the stronger it gets. Have you ever noticed someone drives you crazy and you don't know why? Or you keep repeating the same mistakes in relationships? Like you're stuck in a loop? That's not bad luck, my friend. It's your shadow screaming for you to look at it, to accept it, to integrate it. Pause for a moment and think about this. Who in your life makes you feel drained? Maybe it's that friendship that always asks for more than you can give, or that partner who makes you question your worth. Jung would say those people aren't in your life by chance. They're mirrors reflecting something you haven't faced within yourself. Here's the hard but freeing part. When you start working on your shadow, when you dare to face it, those interactions change. Not because they change, but because you do. Your energy shifts, your boundaries strengthen, and suddenly those people no longer have the same power over you. Let's talk about energy for a second, because this is key. Have you ever woken up in a great mood, ready to conquer the day, and then after talking to a certain person, you feel like something was stolen from you? It's not your imagination. Jung believed our energy is sacred. It's the fuel of our soul. When you let someone drain it constantly, you're sending a message to your unconscious. I don't matter. But listen to me, you do matter. Your peace, your dreams, your happiness, all of that is sacred. Protecting your energy isn't selfish. It's self-love. And self-love, according to Jung, is the first step to connecting with your true path. Let me ask you something personal. Is there someone in your life who makes you feel like you have to try too hard? Who pushes you to be someone you're not just to keep the peace? Maybe it's a romantic relationship where you feel like you're walking on eggshells, or a friend who always subtly criticizes you. Jung would say those connections aren't aligned with your essence. Here's the magic. When you let go of what doesn't belong to you, when you stop forcing what doesn't flow, something incredible happens. Your world starts to change. The right people show up, opportunities open, and that little voice inside, the one calling you, gets clearer. I'm not saying it's easy. Letting go hurts. Saying no to what's familiar, even if it doesn't make you happy, takes courage. But Jung taught us that chaos, pain, even fear are part of the process. They're the fire that purifies, the crucible where your true self is forged. So tell me, what are you holding on to right now that no longer resonates with you? What relationship, habit, or belief is pulling you away from who you really are? Stay with me, because in the next part, we're going to dive even deeper into how to recognize those signals and what to do with them. This is just the beginning. If you're here, it's because something in you is resonating with these ideas. Maybe you feel a change calling you, a path you don't yet dare to take. That's exactly what we're going to talk about now. Before we go on, let me tell you that my book is now available. It's full of tips and techniques to help you overcome emotional blocks and love yourself more. Find the link in the description and the pinned comment. Let's continue. Carl Jung didn't just give us theories. He gave us tools to understand why we feel stuck and how to break free. So take a deep breath, because we're diving even deeper into the depths of your unconscious and what it means to live from your authenticity. Let's talk about those signals calling you. Have you ever had a gut feeling you couldn't explain? A hunch saying, go this way, or stay away from this? Jung said those intuitions aren't accidents. They're the language of the unconscious. If you ignore them, you're missing out on something huge. Think about a time in your life when you felt something wasn't right but let it slide. Maybe it was a relationship that had red flags from the start, but you told yourself it'll get better. Or a job you took because you needed the money, even though you knew it wasn't for you. What happened next? I bet looking back, you wish you'd listened to that voice. According to Jung, the unconscious is like an inner guide. It's not always logical, it doesn't always make sense in the moment, but it always knows what you need to grow. Here's the problem. We live in a world that teaches us to ignore it. We're told, be practical, don't take risks, stay where you are. But Jung would say that mindset is a trap, because when you live only from logic, from what you should do, you disconnect from your essence. That disconnection has a cost. Have you felt it? That sense of being lost, of not knowing who you really are? It's not a coincidence. It's your soul begging you to come home to yourself. Now let's talk about relationships, because this is where the unconscious screams the loudest. Have you ever been with someone who makes you feel like you're not enough? Maybe they tell you you're too sensitive or too ambitious, or maybe they don't say it with words, but you feel it in how they treat you. Jung would say those relationships reflect something in you that you haven't healed yet. It's not that they're the problem. They're showing you a wound you're carrying. Here's the key. When you start loving yourself, when you realize you deserve more, those dynamics change. Either you walk away or they transform. But it all starts with you. Pause and reflect for a second. Who in your life makes you feel small? Who drains you instead of inspiring you? I'm not saying cut everyone off right away, but ask yourself this. Is this relationship bringing me closer to my true path or pulling me away from it? Jung believed the people we choose to keep close shape our psyche. If you're surrounded by people who doubt you, who constantly criticize you, your unconscious registers it, and slowly you start doubting yourself. But when you choose to surround yourself with people who lift you up, who see your light even when you don't, something magical happens. Your dreams, those you might have forgotten, start to wake up. Let's talk about those dreams for a moment. Remember when you were younger and had big plans? Maybe you wanted to travel the world, write a book, or just live a life that excited you. What happened to that? If you feel those dreams have faded, it's not because they're impossible. It's because at some point, you let the outside noise drown them out. Maybe someone told you, be realistic, or that's not for you. Or maybe a relationship consumed you so much you forgot what you wanted. Jung would say those dreams aren't dead. They're waiting in your unconscious, ready for you to claim them. Imagine this. You're in a room full of people telling you how to live. Some say settle, others say follow their rules. But in the corner there's a door, and behind that door is everything you ever dreamed of. An authentic life, relationships that fulfill you, a purpose that makes you jump out of bed every morning with excitement. What's stopping you from opening that door? According to Jung, it's fear. Fear of change, fear of the unknown, fear of not being enough. But here's the truth. That fear is an illusion. It's your shadow playing with you, trying to keep you safe. The only way to beat it is to face it. Let me share something personal. A while ago, I was at that crossroads too. I felt something calling me, but I didn't know what. I was stuck in a routine that didn't make me happy, surrounded by people who didn't understand my dreams. Then I started reading Jung. I realized that emptiness I felt wasn't a flaw. It was an invitation to look inside, face my shadows, and listen to my intuition. When I did, everything changed. It wasn't easy, but it was liberating. That's why I'm here sharing this with you, because I know you feel it too. That call, that spark telling you there's more for you. So tell me, what's calling you right now? Maybe it's an idea you can't shake, a person who inspires you, or just a desire to be more you. Jung would say that's your true path trying to get noticed. But to follow it, you need to let go of what's weighing you down. Toxic relationships, limiting beliefs, habits that keep you small. It's not about giving up. It's about choosing yourself. And when you do, the universe responds. Have you heard of synchronicity? It's one of Jung's most fascinating concepts, and we're going to explore it deeply in the next part. Get ready because this gets even more interesting. Here we are in the final stretch of this journey. If you've made it this far, it's because something inside you is ready to awaken. Carl Jung didn't just give us a map of the soul, he gave us a compass to find our true path. In this last part, we're going to tie it all together. How do you recognize that call? How do you let go of what's holding you back? And how do you live a life so authentic that the universe has no choice but to align with you? So take a breath because this is going to be powerful. Let's talk about synchronicity. Jung coined this term to describe those coincidences that don't feel random. Have you ever thought of someone and they suddenly call? Or felt an inexplicable urge to do something and it turned out to be exactly what you needed? That's synchronicity. It's not magic or superstition. It's your unconscious and the universe working together to guide you. But here's the catch. You only experience it when you're aligned with yourself, when you're living from your truth. When you listen to that inner call, things start falling into place like pieces of a puzzle. Think about your life right now. Is there something calling you? Maybe it's a place you've always wanted to go, a passion you set aside, or a relationship you feel could be more. Jung would say those aren't random ideas. They're signals from your unconscious, invitations to take a step toward your authenticity. But answering that call takes courage. It means leaving behind the familiar, facing the void, and trusting that what's coming will be better. Are you ready to take that leap? Let's talk about letting go because this is crucial. What are you holding on to that no longer serves you? Maybe it's a relationship that drains you, a job that kills your spirit, or a belief that says, you can't. Letting go isn't easy. There's fear, guilt, uncertainty. But Jung taught us that the emptiness left behind isn't something to fear. It's a sacred space. It's like pruning a tree. You cut away the dead branches so new ones can grow. When you let go, you send a message to the universe. I'm ready for something better. And trust me, the universe listens. Imagine what your life would be like if you only had relationships that inspire you, people who see you, value you, push you to be more you. Imagine waking up every day with a purpose that excites you instead of a routine that crushes you. That's not a fantasy. It's what happens when you live from your true path. But to get there, you need self-love. Jung believed the most important relationship you'll ever have is the one with yourself. So ask yourself, are you treating yourself with the respect you deserve? Are you listening to your needs, your dreams, your intuition? Here's a hard but liberating truth. If you feel something calling you but keep clinging to what's weighing you down, you're betraying your essence. Every time you stay in a relationship that makes you feel less, every time you ignore your dreams out of fear of failure, you're saying no to who you really are. The cost is high. You lose your peace, your energy, your light. But it doesn't have to be that way. You have the power to change it today, right now. Let me be clear. This isn't about perfection. Jung didn't want us to be saints or superheroes. He wanted us to be real, to embrace our shadows, our doubts, our imperfections, and use them as fuel to grow. So don't wait to have it all figured out. Start where you are. Listen to that voice calling you. Take a step, even a small one, because every step toward your authenticity is a victory. Here's the grand finale, the secret Jung wanted us to discover. Your life is a reflection of your inner world. If there's chaos outside, it's because there's chaos inside. If there's love, peace, purpose, it's because you've cultivated it within you. Everything you experience, relationships, successes, failures, is a projection of your consciousness. So if you want to change your reality, start by changing yourself. Face your shadows, love your imperfections, follow your true path, and watch the world transform with you. Now it's your turn. Reflect for a moment. What's calling you today? What are you ready to let go of? What part of you have you been suppressing that deserves to be set free? This isn't just a video, it's an invitation to transform your life. I don't want this to end here. If this resonated with you, share this message with someone who needs it. Someone also searching for their path, who needs a nudge to listen to their inner voice. Together, we can create a community of brave, authentic people ready to live from their truth. Leave a comment below. Tell me what hit you the hardest. What action are you going to take today to align with your essence? Your words don't just inspire me, they inspire everyone who reads them. If you haven't already, subscribe and hit the bell. Every video I make is for you, to help you discover what's inside you. Share, comment, engage. Because every time you do, this message reaches more people who need it. Your life is yours to create. If you feel something calling you, don't ignore it. It's your true path. It's your time to shine. Thank you for being here, for listening, for being part of this family. I'll see you in the next video. Remember, the change starts with you. I'm waiting for you.